For Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio, I'm Anthony Lucero. When it comes to news on 95.1 FM, weather always comes first. First and foremost, don't get too close to the speaker. I may still be contagious. Arctic air is going to filter south and east through early this week. As this cold air moves across the south, a rare winter storm is forecast to develop from Texas into the Gulf Coast, into the southeast through early this week. Several new daily low temperatures are expected, including new record low maximum temperatures. For Southern California, fire weather concerns increase. Close at home, slight warming today with light winds and dry conditions. That is until the second cold front pushes through with strong east winds tonight. Dangerously cold wind chills for most of the region through the night into tomorrow morning. Slight chances for light snow over the area mountains tonight. Dry and cool for the week ahead, with a slow warming trend back to normal and above by weekend. For the basin, the week looks to stay dry. We'll have another look at the weather following this news. Quick reminder, today is a holiday, so government offices are closed. No, Mr. Trump, it is MLK Day and has nothing to do with your inauguration. You ever find it funny that the left was so hell-bent on keeping Trump out of office, and after this morning, he will forever officially count twice in the history books? The village of Ruidoso continues to seek normalcy after the South Fork and Salt fires burned nearly 25,000 acres of land in June of 2024. As you will recall, soon after, the community was shaken once again by floodwaters brought on by the seasonal monsoons. With hundreds of structures impacted and thousands of acres of land no longer salvageable, villagers were left to restabilize best they could. Ruidoso Mayor Lynn Crawford told KFOX his biggest challenge to date remains navigating conversations with different agencies. With local, state, and federal organizations involved in the recovery efforts, the road is not as straightforward as he would like. Nevertheless, he is grateful for the aid.
We still have maybe 150 or more sites that need to be scraped and cleaned off. Floodplain and floodway engineering, hydraulics and hydrology studies that are just about to be complete. So people that were damaged in the flood will know if they can rebuild, if they can rebuild to what standards, and if you can't rebuild, what do you do?
The mayor said his office is currently working with the Lincoln County and state of New Mexico to find funding to purchase people's homes that do not qualify for building permits. While these conversations are underway, the village is also in talks with the Ruidoso Forestry Division about fire mitigation. Back during COVID, Democrat Governor Michelle Lujan Grisham was using the state police to do her bidding. We commented about it often here, and we're very critical about it. Some said that no Republican would ever do such a thing. Others said that county sheriffs should be in charge of such operations and carry them out if they deemed it appropriate. That being said, a Republican county sheriff should be safe then, right?
I began assembling a force multiplying mechanism made up of armed private citizens scattered all over Lincoln County, New Mexico. A force multiplying mechanism that I can call upon if I need to ring that bell.
Lincoln County Sheriff Mike Wood.
And I can promise you this, that as long as I occupy the office of Lincoln County Sheriff in New Mexico, I am going to continue to build upon that occupying force.
So under what circumstances would these folks be activated exactly? And if these men and women are so good, why have they not yet been deputized? At least made part of the posse? Now I like Sheriff Wood, and I don't think this is ominous or as dangerous as it sounds on the surface. God, I hope not. But I do know that requests for information have gone unanswered as of news deadline. Please be advised that a new traffic control plan is scheduled to take effect at the Culvert Box and Bridge at East 10th Street and Washington. East 10th is going to be closed between Oregon Avenue and Washington beginning today. Drivers are going to be detoured via Washington Avenue and Oregon Avenue onto 9th to the south and 14th to the north. Well, today is Monday. Let's get a update from Animal Village NM.
Hi, Sunny Harris with Animal Village NM. Are you ready to start the new year in a healthy, happy direction while making a difference for pets and families in need? Animal Village NM invites you to join our Thank You in Advance comprehensive fundraiser, a unique way to help animals and humans alike while building new habits and finding joy in meaningful activities. Here's how to get involved. Number 1, organize your home. Clear your closets and help pets by donating gently worn shoes to our year-round shoe drive. With every pair collected, you're not only decluttering your space, but also funding our spay-neuter services and pet food bank. Drop-off locations are conveniently placed throughout Otero and Lincoln counties. Check the website for locations. Number 2, beautify your home. Learn a new skill by enrolling in our stained glass window making classes. These workshops are a fantastic way to unleash your creativity, create beautiful decorations for your home, and support our mission to help local animals in need. 3, get fit with Woof Track. Walk off the holiday treats and start a healthier routine by joining our walking campaign through the Woof Tracks app. Each step you take earns donations for Animal Village A&M, and walking is a great way for your physical and mental health, and your four-legged friends will love it too. 4, join the Frisbee golf team. Looking for an exciting new hobby? Low impact? Join our Animal Village A&M Frisbee golf team. This fun and social activity will keep you active while supporting spay-neuter programs. It's a great way to enjoy the outdoors and meet new friends. 5, find like-minded friends. Looking to connect with other animal lovers? Our Because They Love Us Singles Club is the perfect place to meet kind-hearted people who share your passion for pets. Join us for fun events, meaningful connections, and a shared commitment to making a difference for local animals in need. Every activity in our fundraiser helps support Animal Village A&M's life-saving programs. Whether you're organizing your home, learning new skills, improving your health, or making new friends, you're creating positive change for yourself and the animals in our community. Volunteers in all capacities are invited to join our Animal Village A&M team of animal lovers, all wanting to help local animals in need. Start your year off right. Visit animalvillageanm.org to learn more about these exciting opportunities, how you can participate, how you can donate to our GoFundMe program, and let's all make 25 the year of healthier, happier pets and people. Local pets and people together. Visit the website animalvillageanm.org or phone us at 575-415-8310.
News from around the state in just a moment. This is Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero.
Local news from local perspectives, from local voices. AlamogordoTownNews.org. Local sports, local events, and local happenings and more. Nonprofit owned and operated by Second Life Media. We are Otero County. AlamogordoTownNews.org. Heard daily on Crazy KALH Radio 95.1.
Directory Plus is the right size book. It's the book if you need a phone book.
That's what just one person has to say about Directory Plus. With its red cover, features, colorful yellow pages, and lots more, it's no wonder people all over use Directory Plus.
It has so much more information. You can cross-check phone numbers or addresses or pretty much anything.
Look on the plus side, Directory Plus.
I'm a big fan of Directory Plus.
Michael Ruiz of Las Cruces is recovering from severe brain injuries after he was attacked by Shane Jones, a man with a history of violent crimes. Recently, Ruiz was driving when a rock struck his truck. He pulled over and told his grandson, who was in the truck with him, to call the police. That's when Jones approached Ruiz, brandishing a folded saw, saying, "I'm going to cut you, I'm going to kill you." Then the attack happened, causing severe head and brain injuries after repeatedly striking Ruiz in the head. Ruiz is no longer in the hospital, but continues to suffer from severe pain from those injuries. Marty Ruiz Garcia, Ruiz's sister, spoke with KFOX.
His brain injury is very severe right now. They had to put 10 staples on his head, that he has a fractured skull and 4 brain bleeds. As long as there's blood in his brain, he's going to suffer from these severe headache.
As I stated, Jones is a repeat offender with a history of violent crimes across several states. For example, Jones has been involved in a SWAT situation on a domestic disturbance in Austin, Texas. He was charged with attempted murder of a peace officer and accused of arson in Colorado. Now, these are just a few of the felonies, and those should be enough to keep him put away forever, right? Well, he's also been accused of violent crimes in Roswell, Silver City, and Las Cruces. Las Cruces Police Chief Jeremy Story said despite these charges, Jones has repeatedly been released from custody after being found incompetent.
So just a history of a lot of felonies, a lot of violence, and here we are still dealing with them because he was found incompetent. Same issues we have here. It's just the way our system is built. It's release, with rare exception.
He's talking about the 2016 bail reform that was passed by voters as a constitutional amendment that changed the New Mexico bail system. The amendment gave judges the power to decide if a defendant should be held in jail while awaiting trial.
Ultimately, that's up to a judge, but at least the district attorney doing their job to present this case and say, this guy cannot be on the streets.
We need better laws in this state, in this city, and we need people like Shane Jones off our streets.
Governor, Is this on your to-do list about public safety? During a press conference on Friday, the New Mexico Department of Public Safety made a plea to lawmakers to strengthen the criminal justice system. Cabinet Secretary Jason Bowie said more needs to be done on the state level to keep violent repeat offenders behind bars. He says around 60 law enforcement officers are killed every year across the country. He urged New Mexico state lawmakers to find meaningful solutions during the next legislative session to stop the revolving door in the criminal justice system.
I can't understand why we need to, again, rely on the U.S. Attorney's Office in order to have firm, strong legislation so that criminals within New Mexico can stay behind bars. I think every community is fed up with it, and I would like to see more.
Bowie did note that he's not criticizing any one area of the criminal justice system. But, Bowie, I think I have a good idea as to why it's happening.
It's a possibility!
Anyway, the legislative session begins tomorrow. Two San Juan business owners say they were taken by Mary Elizabeth Ann Bingham Jones, who got away with a $45,000 2025 North Trail RV and a $26,000 2008 iridescent blue Hummer. She did it by passing off bad checks. Now, this is not her first run-in with the law. In 2022, she was wanted in Colorado for auto theft. There's been some other cases, too. Those have all been closed. Randall Webb, the sales manager for Chisholm Trail RV in Aztec, spoke with KLB.
We're pretty trusting around here. 20 years I've been doing this and selling campers, and this is the first time I've ever had a situation.
Christy Elledge is the office manager at Enzo's Auto Sales.
We have been in business for almost 6 years, and we have never had this happen to us. Ever. So it's extremely disappointing.
Now, hang on. I know what you're saying. Hang on.
We did all the appropriate paperwork, got all of her IDs, all of her information, and then her check did not clear the bank.
We ran the check through the machine. It initially showed that the check was okay, and then within a couple days we'd realized that the check had come back to us and was insufficient funds.
Now, when they contacted her, they heard stories that she was sick. She had cancer, and she was going to be there first thing in the morning, until she wasn't. After about a week of working with her, both businesses went to law enforcement.
She was good at answering the phone until we told her we saw her on Facebook with our car at the trailer dealership, and that we had spoken with them, and then she disconnected both of the numbers that we had for her and has stopped answering any phone calls.
Yeah, I don't think I would have said that. You got to know when to play your hand. Both businesses are now changing their policies and keeping their guard up. Currently, she is wanted. Farmington Police and San Juan County Sheriff's Department are urging anyone that have seen the vehicles or know where she is to please contact them. The U.S. Drug Enforcement Agency said campaigns surrounding the alarms about the dangers of fentanyl are working in New Mexico, but there's still a lot of work to be done. Carlos Briano, DEA El Paso Division, spoke with KRQE.
The chemicals needed to make illicit fentanyl are harder to come by for these two cartels. And that's through the work that we do, not just in the DEA, but with the U.S. government, working with other governments of countries that make these precursor chemicals.
The El Paso Division covers the state of New Mexico. The New Mexico Department of Health said overall drug overdose deaths have steadily declined by about 8% since their peak in 2021. Briano said prevention efforts are a big part of that, but also key is the agency's push to make it harder for drug cartels to manufacture dangerous drugs like fentanyl.
Fentanyl is very addictive, unfortunately. It's 50 times more powerful than heroin and 100 times more powerful than morphine.
Briano said a year ago, 70% of fentanyl pills they tested from drug seizures contained a potentially lethal dose of the drug. Now that number's down to 50%. Me, I don't have the mindset of a drug dealer. But as a businessman, I simply don't understand the philosophy of killing off the customers. Sports and weather are coming up next. You're listening to Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero.
They are role models and educators. Their work requires a great deal of time and energy for very little pay. Who are these unsung heroes?
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.
The simple truth about education-based athletics in New Mexico is this. Without a committed team of coaches and administrators, they just wouldn't be possible. School sports, they bring out the best in all of us. This message presented by the New Mexico Activities Association and the New Mexico Athletic Directors Association.
There are 12 games for New Mexico girls basketball today, including Alamogordo at Centennial. Go Lady Tigers! There are 9 games for Mexico varsity basketball today, including Centennial comes to Alamogordo. Go Tigers! Your Crazy Radio spot-on weather forecast for the Tularosa Basin today calls for sunny skies. There's a 30% chance of snow, with little to no accumulation expected. Winds will be gusting up to 19 miles per hour. Tonight, mostly cloudy with a 30% chance for snow. New snow accumulation less than a half inch expected. Winds gusting as high as 29 miles per hour. Tomorrow, sunny and cold. Winds gusting up to 15. Your high today in the basin, 48. Low tonight of 13. Wind chill's going to make it feel like it's 2. High tomorrow, 37. Wind chill's going to make it feel like it's 4 degrees. In Cloudcroft, sunny skies today with a 10% chance for snow. Little to no accumulation expected. Winds gusting up to 22 miles per hour. Tonight, mostly cloudy with a 40% chance for snow. New snow accumulation less than a half inch expected. Winds gusting up to 38 miles per hour. Sunny skies tomorrow. Your high today in Cloudcroft, 31. Wind chill's going to make it feel like it's 7. Low tonight of 0. Wind chill's going to make it feel like it's negative 15. High tomorrow, 25. Wind chill's going to make it feel like it's negative 11. Local breaking news can be found on our website, alamogordotownnews.org, and learn more about Crazy Radio by visiting kalhradio.org. Also, check out the Crazy KALH Radio YouTube channel. That's where we post our daily newscasts, complete interviews, and other information which concerns everyone in the Tularosa Basin. Be sure to give this video a like and subscribe to our channel if you've not done so already. That way you too can remain informed of the goings-on in the Tularosa Basin. And that concludes today's edition of Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero. It's time for me to go get some NyQuil.